Good morning, everyone. Leah Dixon here from Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. I am live this morning with one of my extra videos during Celebration. So it's Celebration Week 2. I can't believe we're already 2 weeks through Celebration. And today I'm going to be featuring the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. This is a massive pack of Designer Series paper that you can get with a $120 purchase during Celebration. And just like I've been doing all week, I'm actually pairing it up with the Love Cat stamp set from our new mini catalog. So I'm going to be creating yet another card using that Designer Series paper with this stamp set. So as you pop on, if you want to say hi, let me know that you're here in the comments. That's awesome. And I'm going to switch over to my main desktop so that we can really have a good look at this paper and start crafting. So our Designer Series paper pack here has actually 48 sheets in it. You get 4 each of 12 different sheets. So we've got super fun patterns, and then tone-on-tone florals. We've got really funky stripes, more stripes, stars of 2 different colors. Like, these are just amazing. We've got the really nice checkerboard and the polka dots in tone on tone as well as multicolored. We've got some calypso coral and blushing bride happening, and some more stripes. And so the color combos themselves in this set are all very complementary. They all work really nicely together, and just super, super fun. And I don't know if I actually have all of the papers in here anymore because I've been doing a lot of designing. I'm loving these papers. There's another one that we haven't seen yet. Some more stripes, and even some Coastal Cabana in here. And the plaid with that, Granny Apple Green. This is my favorite one, the polka dots with the Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, and Fresh Freesia. And there we go. So really, really, really fun patterns in this pack. So you get a lot of paper. And that's with a $120 purchase before shipping and taxes. So you get a lot of paper for your money with this one. All right, the card we are going to create today is using, what colors are these? Blushing Bride and Fresh Freesia together with, I've pulled in a little bit of Pear Pizzazz. So we've got, this is our kind of our color palette. And then I'm going to bring in some specialty paper because you're thinking, okay, well, $120 order, what do I really need that would get me to that $120? Well, your basic cardstock. I've got Fresh Freesia here as my card base. And so I've cut a piece of our Designer Series paper, and I'm going to glue it to our piece of Pear Pizzazz. There's my glue. I do like to use liquid glue to do this, but you can use any of our adhesives. My liquid glue is almost out though. I was doing a little bit of crafting last night, and there we go. All right, so we're going to glue that to our Pear Pizzazz piece. And then before we attach this to our card front, I am going to wrap a piece of ribbon around this. Now the ribbon that I am using is the Fresh Freesia Open Weave ribbon. So this is one of our in color ribbons. I'm actually very sad. This color is likely going to disappear at the end of April when we get our new catalog. Well, our new catalog doesn't come till May, but when that happens, this color will be phased out. And exciting, we will get 5 new colors, but I'll be very sad to see this one go. So use it while I can. So I'm going to wrap that around and tie a knot. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to make a nice big bow. Well, not actually very big, a nice small bow. And, oh, no. Okay, need to make that smaller. I almost lost my ends there. All right, and this ribbon, when it ties it quite tightly. So I don't want to create a knot in this ribbon unless I mean it, because it's a little bit challenging to undo. All right, so there we go. We have our nice little bow. And I can now trim up the ends on that. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to move that over just a little bit, just because I'm going to be attaching some circles and I want enough space for them on here. So that's good. I'm not going to attach it to our card front yet. We will, but I'm not going to yet, just because I want to be able to wiggle it a bit before I finish up my card. I am going to take this larger piece of white though and glue this to the inside of our card, just so we have a nice surface to write on and it's out of the way. Oh, I see there's quite a few of you on watching. If you want to say hi, let me know that you're here. I'd love to hear who's watching. And if you're not familiar with Stampin' Up! Products, these are all Stampin' Up! Products. We sell craft supplies, inks, ribbons, paper, like you name it, stamp sets. And right now is Celebration. So Celebration is the time of year where Stampin' Up! Gives you free product for your purchases. So for every $60 or $120 purchase, you've got stuff that you can choose from our Celebration brochure. And this designer series paper is one of them. It's just gorgeous. All right, I'm going to take my vellum circle now. This is the largest stylish shaped circle. I am going to take that and, oh, hello. It just says Facebook user. So I'm not sure who's saying that they're happy to be catching me live. So I'm going to take this circle and we're actually going to stamp on it and emboss it. So I'm going to grab my sentiment, head over heels about you, and some Versamark ink. Now, before I do any stamping here, though, I'm going to take my embossing buddy and just run it over top of my vellum circle. This is going to help get rid of any oil from my fingers or anything like that. All right. And I'm actually also going to grab a piece of scrap paper, because although I usually use my my Powder Pal trays, just like these guys with my embossing powder in it, I don't have one set up for black right now. And I am going to be using black embossing powder. So I'm just going to put down a scrap piece of paper. So now we'll take our sentiment, ink that up, and just right about halfway, but kind of over to the right, I'm going to stamp that in my Versamark. And you can't really see that on the screen because Versamark is a clear ink. And then, oh, that was a lot. I'm going to take my black powder and pour that over top. And then I'll tap off the excess. This is why we have the scrap paper, so we don't end up with black embossing powder all over our surface. And put that away. We'll move this out of the way. And now I'm just going to take a paintbrush, and this comes in our embossing additions kit. You get the embossing buddy, the Powder Pal, your paintbrush, and also a pair of reverse tweezers to be able to hold on to things so you don't burn your fingers as you're heating everything up. So I'm just going to grab that so that I'm not going to burn my fingers while I'm holding it. And now I'm going to use my heat tool to melt this. All right, so there we go. We have our sentiment now embossed on our piece of vellum. Okay, so this piece is going to get attached directly to this card front that we've created. and it's just going to kind of tuck under and up into the corner. Now, I have some spots that I'm going to be able to put adhesive behind this so that we don't see it, because I'm going to actually add my embellishments right now onto this so that we have, like I can see where I'm going to add my adhesive. So I'm going to add a few of these opaque dots. And so those are going to be 2 spots where I can put adhesive. And I'm going to grab another one and pop it down here. So those are going to be spots that I can put adhesive. And now I'm also going to cut my shiny heart. I love how shiny it is on here. Oh, the cats are the cutest, aren't they, Annette? All right, so the paper I'm going to use to create that heart is actually brand new in our mini catalog. I'm just going to grab the 3 different colors here to show you. So you actually get 2 sheets of each of these. And this is our new shimmer paper. Look at those. So we have like a gold, a fresh freesia, and a soft succulent. And they are just like beautiful. And so they are kind of like glittery, but it's super fine. So there's not really any texture to it. It's very smooth, and you don't get like those little glitter pieces falling off onto your projects and stuff. So it's a very fine shimmer. Now, often I would cut down a strip of this, but because of the die I'm using, or not die, punch that I'm using, I'm actually just going to punch right into the paper and not even bother trimming. So this is our country bouquet punch. Let's see if I can get it on an angle so you can see it. So it's 2 hearts and some leaves, but you can put them together to create little flowers and stuff. And there is a coordinating stamp set, but I'm actually not using it today. I am just using the punch as it is. So I'm going to try and get this as close to the edges as possible to maximize. Oh, and then I get a shower of hearts and leaves. But those are going to be great accents for other projects. I'm only using 1 of these, but now I have some leaves and hearts ready to go for something else. And I'm going to take this large heart and we're going to attach it onto our vellum using some dimensionals. So let's see if I've got a pack of dimensionals here. There we go. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back here. I'm actually going to overload it. I'm putting 3 on it. So I'm going to take those off. And I am going to put this heart down right about like that. Now that I've got all those bits on there, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to use some mini glue dots to hold my vellum circle onto my card front. But I can take my mini glue dots and hide them behind my embellishments. So it's kind of a sneaky way to attach vellum to any project. And this one, even though it's bigger than the dot, because it'll just create a nice circle around it, you won't really notice it. And we can do another one down here. I'm going to hold up that corner with the heart. So up as high as I can on that. I'll put a piece there. And then I'm going to put one right down at the bottom because I know that's going to get covered up by my other circle. So there we go. I have lots of adhesive on the back of that vellum now to make sure that it stays flat on my card front. And, oops, very carefully so that that bottom one doesn't catch. I'm going to pop this in, try and make sure my head over heels is straight. There we go. And press down where I've put my adhesive. All right, so now our vellum is really securely attached to our card front. I actually don't think I'm going to have to move my ribbon around. I think it's going to end up being placed perfectly, but we'll see. And now we have to do our stamping with our cat to attach to this. Actually, you know what, now that I see that, I am going to move my ribbon over just a tiny bit, down and over. There we go. Yeah, that'll be better. All right, because I kind of want it where the two circles are going to meet up. Okay. So just like that. All right. So with that done, I can actually attach this to my card front now because that's nicely positioned. Oh, good morning, Leslie Ann. Just working away with some Love Cats and Dandy Designs DSP here this morning. So this Dandy Designs DSP, I have had so much fun playing with it. You're going to see it a lot throughout the rest of my celebration cards because, well, I have a lot of it, but also because I think it's my favorite designer series paper in the catalogs right now. It's just fun and fresh and spring-like. I know it's not spring yet, but I need the spring feel. All right, so our card's coming along. Now our the cats can be a little bit tricky because these Love Cats are all really solid images. And so to get a really good look, I've shown this little trick a few times this week, I think, but I'll show it again today, is we're going to use the Stamparatus to stamp our cat. So I've actually already got them attached because I did them on a circle earlier this week. And so I've got my little lines and everything drawn on my paper. And I'm going to just sneak this magnet down at the bottom. Okay, and I can even put it up higher. There we go, to get a more secure hold. And maybe I'll have to move it over just a bit. There we go. That's going to be perfect. So that's going to hold that circle in place. And I'm going to be able to stamp my cat there. And I'm going to be able to stamp him more than one time if I need to. Now, I did my original cat in black and my sentiment in black, but recently I've been playing around and stamping my cats in basic gray instead. It's just a little bit lighter than the black. So we're going to give that a go again today and see the difference that it makes. So I've got him here. I'm just applying ink and then we'll push this down. Make sure we get good coverage and lift it. Oops, my magnet seems to actually be in the way. That's okay, because as long as I don't move my stamp, I'll be able to come back in. And look at that, the magic. Okay, so now I will just re-ink him and stamp him one more time. And you can see it creates that really nice dark image on this cat, so we don't have kind of any grainy effects going on, but we can still see the little detailing on his bum there, the little dots. And so we still have all the detail, but a really nice solid image because we use the Stamparatus. All right, so that's a great one. If you're worried about kind of not getting full coverage with your inking, it really, really helps. All right, so now we just have to grab our fresh Freesia Stampin' Blend, and I'm going to use the dark one. Double check that, yeah, that is dark fresh Freesia, good. And I'm going to color in our heart. There we go. And I'm going to add a couple of embellishments. Now the tiniest, there's 3 sizes of these opaque ones, so it's actually the tiniest ones that I'm going to add now. There we go. So we've got those added, and now this goes onto our card using some dimensionals. So I'm just going to flip it over. Just like that. And this gets attached to our card front, but nice up and close by that ribbon. And making sure that it's like fully on the card front too, and that the bottom of our cat is straight. So lots of things to consider as we lay that one down, because that flat bottom on the cat really means we want that at the bottom. All right, And that is our finished card. So we've got some sparkle, we've got some opaque gems, we've got the cutest cats ever, and that gorgeous designer series paper to pull all those colors together. So I hope you guys liked this one. This is my last Love Cats card for a while. And today is the last day that you can place an order with me to get my whole Love Cats card set for free. So let me just actually grab it in case you missed it. Oh, nothing's falling on me. You get enough stuff to create 2 of each of my designs. And so here are my previous designs. So these 3 cards, you get enough stuff in your Make and Take kits to make 2 of each of these. And oh, I'm so glad you ordered them, Leslie. And then with a $70 order, I'll also throw in a pack of the opaque gems for you to use on your cards. And then, of course, you earn celebration rewards. So if you make your order a $120 order, you'll also get you can get a pack of that designer series paper. So you can make a million more of these. There is that much paper in those kits. It's crazy. So, and then this is just kind of like a bonus card using all those same materials. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I will have a new card class live. Well, I'll start posting about it tomorrow, but the actual video will be on Wednesday. And so that will be happening. And then you also have until Wednesday to register for my Enjoy the Journey stamp camp that I'm doing. That's a 12-card stamp camp featuring the Greatest Journey stamp set and the gorgeous designer series paper that goes with that. It is stunning. It's all sorts of like mountain scenes and stuff like that. So just really, really beautiful paper. Yeah, so I think that is about it. If you have any questions or need help with any ordering or anything, let me know. You can reach me through all sorts of ways, Messenger, message me on YouTube, send me an email, all those things. So have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.